Alright, interesting news. This is at Love Clark. Jesus' tomb in danger of collapsing. If you haven't heard already, Jesus' tomb is in danger of collapsing at the Holy Sepulchre. Christian worshippers take part in the ceremony of the Holy Fire at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Okay? See all those people doing their ritual Babylon magic, worshipping sun god, fire worshipping. Okay. Jerusalem has long been a city wrought with religious and political tension. However, some of that tension has given way to unity as Christians look toward a common goal. The Armenian, Greek, Orthodox, and Roman Catholic Christian communities in the Old City have largely stayed out of the spotlight, quietly feuding in the shadows of their shared holy sites. Feuding in the shadows. Well, what's hidden in the darkness will be exposed to the light, the Scripture says. But one of Christianity's holiest sites, the shrine guarding the tomb of Jesus underneath the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, is collapsing. A March 22nd agreement says that the $3.4 million renovation will begin in May to renovate the holy site. Each of the three sects contributed 1/3 of the funds, supplemented by a $57,000 contribution from a Greek bank for the scaffolding, the New York Times reports. The renovation itself will be complicated, according to the New York Times. They'll take apart, slab by slab, the ornate marble shell built in 1810 during Ottoman rule of Jerusalem. The rule of Jerusalem. The Ottoman rule of Jerusalem. Sorry, guys. They will take apart, slab by slab, ornate marble shell built in 1810 during Ottoman rule of Jerusalem. The conservationists will then tackle the remains of the 12th century Crusader shrine that lies underneath. That was erected after the Shiite order of the Egypt of Al-Hakim destroyed the first Aedicule in 1009. The original was built by Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, the Christian emperor who did much to elevate the status of Christianity through the empire. Finally, the workers will repair cracks in the remains of the rock-hewn tomb underneath where most Christians believe Jesus was placed after he was crucified. The structure was built in the 19th century under Ottoman rule and was fortified by a rickety iron cage in 1947. The repair process has been delayed for decades, but due to a turf war between the sects, allowing the shrine to fall into further disrepair. In 2015, the Israeli government stepped in and shut down the site for several hours after reports surfaced that there was risk of collapse. It was a clear message to the Christian communities that action must be taken. The New York Times reports that the renovation is expected to start later this month, after Orthodox Easter celebrations. Copyright 2015, U.S. News and World Report. Okay, so original was built by Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine. The Christian Roman emperor did much to elevate the status of Christianity through the empire. Well, what they called Christianity was actually anti-Christianity, but nonetheless, interesting. Her name was Helena, a goddess name. Anyway, let's see here. So, these three communities are coming together, setting aside their squabbles in the shadows, it says, right there in the shadows, little squabbles and wars in the shadows, they're setting it all aside, because the tomb, Jesus' tomb, is in danger of collapsing. Now, whether that has anything to do with If that has anything to do with prophecy or not, I don't know. But I thought it was interesting nonetheless. Could be God's way of saying, you know what? I'm not in that tomb. That tomb is only a place. It's not to be worshipped. Maybe he doesn't appreciate you gathering all around in his name, and not even in his name, with your Babylon worship, sun worship, Baal worship, and it's Molech worship too. It's all the same, and I'll show it later. It's all the same though when it comes to this, because this is the worst blend right here, and it's under the false name of Christianity. But here you go. So Jesus' tomb in danger of collapsing. Okay.